Hi, Ms. Kruger. I'm still here following up on, my request to have a meeting with you to discuss the prior abandonment, to also bring you in on further developments as far as me going to San Francisco General, requested my medical records after DPH had acknowledged that I didn't have to sign a HIPAA release form. I went yesterday, was again denied. Another HIPAA violation by San Francisco General, by the Department of Public Health, which runs it, and by the Sheriff's Office. I also need to set up a meeting with you to discuss, the fact that I was denied emergency care on 4/30/2014, and with your assistance, I was denied that medical care and follow up on it. So, what can you do for me?
I need to hear what is the police matter. How is San Francisco Police supposed to be assisting you? Because assisting you in getting your medical treatment is not appropriate.
It's not a police matter. You don't enforce medical law. Now let me understand this correctly. If Laura's law gets passed, you'll enforce that, correct?
We're trying to talk about you and...
Yes, we are, about the denial of my medical care, not receiving it, and of course you guys pretending that you don't have to be there for us, for our medical care. I've already got the entire game playing on here, inclusive of your, Jedi mind trick telling me I wasn't denied when I was. This is all being put on YouTube. So I've been quite specific about this. So you still haven't answered the question. So when Laura's law passes to lock up people like us, who are supposedly refusing treatment because you guys can't ensure that we receive treatment, you're going to enforce that law, correct?
Mr. Garza,
yes, ma'am.
You're yelling right now. And
I'm what, madam?
You're yelling.
I'm not yelling. I'm simply asking a question.
No, you are yelling. And I'd like to be able to help you, but I'm not going to have you yelling at me. It's not going to happen.
Well, that's not my intent. So please tell me, when will we have this meeting to discuss the prior failures, the abandonment, all the non-help, especially coming from the CIT officer, the person who sits on the mental health board, the psych liaison who's playing mind games with my care. Is there a problem, officers?
No, they just want to make sure everything's okay. What I'd like us to be able to talk about is how I'm going to be able to help you. I'm not going to be going over the past with you.
Well, unfortunately, then that's not an offer to help me, because you didn't help me in the past. You're not being accountable for it. There's no contrition. There's no apology. So please explain and define what your definition of help means.
Well, like I said, I need to hear from you. What is the police...
I've already told you, denial of services, HIPAA violation, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. And we've talked about this in the past.
And you don't enforce medical law.
Exactly.
But when Laura's law comes into effect, you'll enforce that.
I'm not going to go back and forth about Laura's law. For example, it's not that when we do something that has to do with that, we're not going to be doing criminal things. We're going to get people to their medical treatment.
Oh, unlike me. When I go and try and get my medical treatment, I'm constantly denied by the misinterpretations of law, by the non-assistance from the CIT officer, the psych liaison officer, the person who sits on the mental health board, trying to twist it all into being non-police involvement, correct?
So I don't agree with your statement.
I don't agree with yours.
Right. So what I know that it's been a long time and you haven't gotten to get a straight answer, but I really would like to...
I've given you a straight answer. That's your opinion.
No, I'm not talking about you.
I haven't gotten a straight answer from you about your abandonment and being responsible and accountable for that as the CIT officer. You are the one who has not given me a straight answer.
Okay. So that's actually what I was saying in regards to having a whole citywide plan. Because I would like to figure out from everybody how they do want this to be handled, because you do need to get medical treatment.
And you mean after a year of not having done that properly in the past and having abandoned me, now you're offering this as a ploy for everybody to believe on YouTube, correct?
I don't see it that way.
Oh, well, then we'll judge it by results, Ms. Kruger.
Okay.
Let's wait to see what you produce.
Okay.
And trust me, I will continue to film and put on YouTube the harm, the lack of disability training, the lack of professionalism by the psychiatric liaison, the person who sits on the mental health board playing mind games with me. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day. God bless. And I will continue. And thank you for telling me your point about Laura's law. Very, very important. Thank you.